Welcome to the Cape May County Library's online catalog. You can get to our catalog anywhere you have access to the internet. I'm going to show you everything that's available to you on an item's full info page. For example, I'm going to show you Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. To get to the full info page, click this button on your list of search results, or you can click on the title. Notice that we have a place hold button right over here. Watch our video about placing holds to learn more about that. You can also share the book on Facebook, Twitter, and wherever else. This first box gives you basic information. When it was published, subjects, the ISBN. It also tells you how many holds it has. This lets you see how many people are in line for it. The next box shows you what branches own it, what the call number is, where to find it, and if it's checked in. Next, we have the summary. Then we have professional reviews. These have been published in magazines and journals. And here's a fun trick. If you go down to the school library journal review, it'll tell you the age range for the book. Just be warned, some of these reviews give spoilers. Then, we have the table of contents. This is just how it shows up in the book. Next is the fiction and biography profile, which just tells you the basics of the book. The setting, the characters' names, descriptions, and more. Now we've come to the information and recommendation sections. We actually have two of these sections from Library Thing and Novelist. Why do we have two? So you can get two different sources. Sometimes one will have more information than the other, or they'll have different recommendations. Maybe you'll find you like Novelist recommendations more than Library Things, or vice versa. Let's go through Library Thing. These tags will link you to other books about these subjects. So if we click Wizards, it'll show us other books that are about wizards. The bigger the word, then the more books there are attached to it. Down here, Other Editions gives you quick links to other copies of the book. These could be the audiobook, the large print, the paperback. This one's the Spanish language book. This is especially helpful if what you're looking at is checked out. You can click on these and see if there's another copy available. Similar Items gives you a list of other things you might like if you liked this book. If you click on the cover, you're brought to that book in the catalog. Down here is a link to BookPsychic, which is a website where you get recommendations based off how you rate books you've already read. We have another video all about BookPsychic if you'd like to learn more. Scrolling down, we have series information. This tells you what books are in a series and what order they go in. You can click on a cover to see it in the catalog. If you click on Show More, you get a pop-up box that goes into a lot of detail with the extra books attached to the series, like the school books and the short story prequel. See how it's gray? That's because we don't own it. Well, for this one we can't own it since it hasn't been published for the public. Now we have award info. If you click on an award name, it shows you other books that have won that award. If when you're scrolling down you see one that has the title grayed out, then that's one that we don't own. The last part of Library Thing is the Lexile. We have a whole video about this, but I'll tell you the basics. Lexile tells you the rating difficulty level of the book. This last link is a chart that tells you the grade level for the Lexile number, and also tells you the equivalent number for AR and DRA, which are other systems for deciding the reading difficulty level. Schools use these, so tuck them in the back of your mind in case they're useful later. And remember, these tell you the difficulty of the words on the page but have nothing to do with the maturity level of the content. Now, let's go down to Novelist. This first bit is about Goodreads. Goodreads is a free website where you rate and review books. You can see the overall rating of the book here, and click here to see reviews that other people have written about it. If you have an account, you can also write your own review. Next is another set of series information. The covers are nice and big, but the words are very small, and it doesn't go into as much detail as Library Thing did. It's always a good idea to check both Library Thing and Novelist for series information because one might not have updated the most recent book, and you don't want to miss out on it. Click More to see more of the titles. This next part is for reading recommendations. Something fantastic about Novelist is that they recommend series, titles, and authors. If you want to know what made them pick something, you can hover over why for an explanation. It helps you find the right read-alike for what you enjoyed reading. The one downside to Novelist is that it doesn't tell you if we own it until you click on it and it looks in the catalog. Sometimes it'll recommend something we don't own, but if that happens, you can click all the way up here, request an item not in the catalog, and we'll either purchase it or have another library send it over for you. The very last bit here lets you get extras from Novelist. It lets you see awards the books won, get book talks, and read articles that Novelist has written about the book. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it's been helpful to you for understanding the full info page. Remember that not everything will show every time you go there. It depends on the item you're looking at. Keep an eye out for more videos about our online catalog.